Welcome, one and all. It is Bite Size Media episode 2 today. Once again, in case you're not familiar, sticking with hour or shorter length stuff. Gonna review it, and this time we're going, because it's the month of November, Thanksgiving themed stuff. The best holiday of the year, in my opinion. You agree?
You get to stuff yourself silly!
Right? All you do is eat and watch football.
And eat.
And that's perfect for me.
And eat.
And eat.
And eat more.
Exactly. And of course, when we're talking about eating, we're talking about the one cat that's famous for eating. In case you were wondering, yes, today we're talking about the one and only Garfield. Thanksgiving. Now, this wasn't me who picked it out. This was Jake.
It's his pick.
Why did you pick it out?
Because I'm old.
And this is, so this is it's not part of the actual series, but it's the same. It's Garfield and Friends, that thing, right?
Yeah, the original show was Garfield and Friends. I think
you got to sing that.
I don't remember it.
I remember it. I didn't even watch it.
You remember it?
Garfield and Friends, and how it does it at the end.
To be fair,
and that's the end?
Does it go like Garfield?
I sang.
I don't know how
Garfield
it goes.
And Friends, that thing.
Garfield and
That's
Friends.
the end of the opening thing. You picked
Do you realize that I was like 4 and 5 when this was on television?
Do you realize I wasn't alive when it was on television, and I was about 4 or 5 when I watched it, and I remember that.
Come on in, it's time to party with Garfield and Friends. Garfield and Friends.
Hey you, the kid who missed last week's show. You better have a good excuse.
What are our predictions? I read the back of the box, so I know what happens. I'm not going to say anything.
A little bit more. I have literally no clue as to where this is possibly going to go.
Garfield's going to have Thanksgiving and obviously eat a bunch of stuff and then sleep. And
so my own question, is lasagna a Thanksgiving food then? Is he going to eat
I'm sure that there will be a lasagna joke or two. just to give everybody some context here, what he was talking about before he went off on a stupid tangent about the stupid theme song, because he's stupid.
Stupid. Make fun of me for remembering something?
Yes. Anyway, this is a special of the Garfield and Friends cartoon. It was around late 80s, early 90s-ish. I think.
Before me and Dickey were
definitely
alive.
before I was even
born.
Conceived.
This came out during the second season's airing of it, and it is not on the season 2 DVD, which is very frustrating.
Wait, so it came out with the second, so it was a part of a season, but it was during separated it after?
Yeah, it was during the season, but it's not in the DVD box set of the second season.
What? Interesting. You had to spend $6 on this?
and it's not even the good version. They released a version in 2004 that had 3 specials. This only has 2.
Huh.
Now, they're lucky I really love the show. I don't know if that's warranted, really loving the show, but I do. Because I wouldn't have spent $6 otherwise because I'm a Hollander, but...
All right. Well, that sounds great. So stay tuned for a quick edit, and then you'll immediately see how we think about it.
Take a bite.
And I don't care.
But we'll be there
for you.
Oh man, so that was that was
another thing.
Amazing. Wow. So I personally have not seen that much Garfield animated stuff, like those classic Garfield cartoons. I never watched that much. Watching this,
brilliant.
They're hilarious.
They are gold. Literally. Just straight gold.
Like I'm realizing now the crux of their comedicness is roast humor. It's all just roast humor.
Dripping in sarcasm. That's because no one can hear them. That's why it's wonderful.
That's true. I mean,
you'd be dangerous if you had a brain.
That's literally just roasting on John for being the most idiotic person ever. Oh my god!
I'm gonna hold my breath till you go out with me. Okay, I'll go on with you. She was great too. I just didn't.
Honest to God, I just ate that up so much.
And of course, the funniest line is, judging by your weight, you are Orson Welles. I've seen Citizen Kane 8 times.
Literally lost it. Judging by your way, you are Orson Welles. Oh my god, Jake! Thank you. Thank you for picking this one. Oh my god.
Upon closer consideration and watching it, we got about 3 minutes into it, and I was like, "Oh, I have seen this like a billion times." Yeah, it's all coming back. What I love about this show is that it is literally like the Garfield comic panels, like put into like animated, just straight up like.
But he didn't get thrown out a window. You've seen that Twitter account? It's Garfield gets thrown out a window, and it's no matter what it is, the last frame is him. That one frame of him getting thrown out a window. It's wonderful.
It is. God, this makes me so happy.
I think. Because I grew up with this. I mean, it's more my sister's generation, but I grew up with it too. But I think Garfield is a lot where my humor
stemmed from.
Yeah,
that's totally fair. And based off of like you were saying, like the sarcasm.
Based. It's Thanksgiving. Based.
That was on purpose. I was gonna say based on what you said, like literally. I could see this like blowing back up again and getting more popular around now because a lot of people now love sarcasm. I mean, and this is just drenched in sarcasm. Oh my god,
But there's no lasagna.
Yeah,
that is shocking. There's usually a lasagna joke, at least one.
Yeah,
but we had pancakes like you had too much pan, not enough cake.
Not enough cake. Oh, and we can't forget. We cannot talk about the real hero of the show.
Grandma
always knows how to pull Thanksgiving together.
Grandma. She is fantastic. Anytime she shows up in that show, it's just
oh my god.
And then when I can't let her say this. When she said, and Garfield, eat a piece of pie for Grandma, and I go, oh. She did all that. She doesn't even get to have pie.
She doesn't even have pie. No, she just sneaks out.
Leaves, and I got a little. And then that song started. I started to giggle. I looked at you. I was like,
I'm jamming. There's some good music in that. It is. So wait, when did this come out? Do you remember? 89.
Yep.
Yeah. This gives me like all the music and the sound effects. Just like the sound design and like this just brought me back.
You should watch the show. It's steeped in it. Also, so those of you, maybe not many of you that are watching this that have ever seen Garfield and Friends before,
you should watch it now. I'm actually about to go back and check this out because I enjoyed this so much.
So it's one of those shows that's split into 3 segments like Animaniacs or Tiny Toons or something like that, where the middle one is like an off. Mm-hmm. So the middle one is the Funny Farm. And the main character is named Orson.
Oh my god.
And they will just randomly show up in the Garfield segments.
So is that them just always bring Orson Welles into it?
What?
Is that them always trying to bring Orson Welles into it? Is that what's going on here?
It's kind of a running joke.
He gets made fun of so much. But
so the whole idea here is that Garfield goes to the vet and the vet puts him on a diet, right? Well, when in the first like scene when they're in the vet, there's this lady sitting with a giant pig on her and it's Orson. It's funnier in my head than what it sounds to you, but it's funny. Just trust me. You just need to watch it.
Yeah, I have not really, like I said, I have not seen very much. The only thing that I've seen are those beautiful, one of a kind live action Bill Murray movies.
Hey, didn't they ever make Garfield 3? Oh wait, no.
No.
But that was the best part of what was it, Zombieland 2? Yeah.
Garfield.
Yeah, that was great.
It's still a great joke in that verse. You have any regrets? Garfield.
But I can see it now. Like, I can actually see why they cast him. He really sounds like... Who voices him?
Garfield?
Yeah. Do anybody know off the top of their head?
I can see it.
I mean, I was all of 3 when this aired, so...
Lorenzo Music.
Lorenzo...
That's what it says here on Letterboxd.
Lorenzo Music.
Yeah. Looks like all he ever really did was Garfield.
Interesting. Because his
Most
voice
of what he did
really does sound a lot like Bill Murray. Like, just like that monotone kind of.
Yeah, I was going to say, you can get away with a lot when you just do the monotone like this.
It also just adds itself to like dry humor, kind of like they had going on. God.
And then Grandma was voiced by the actress who did Ursula from The Little Mermaid, apparently.
No way!
It says.
How about that? That is amazing. Oh my God. Okay, well, do you guys have anything else you want to add?
I think just there are moments it's not like I wasn't going to laugh, but we set the bar high last time.
That's true.
And this met that bar pretty easily.
I wasn't expecting it to. I legitimately was not thinking it was going to be as funny as it was.
Funny, but I think I was laughing at John because you have the sarcasm. I think I was laughing harder at just the way John says anything. He's like, "Someone's a little naughty today."
He's such the fact that he, and granted, quick question for you because you've seen way more than I have. Is the joke between him trying to get a date from the vet? Is that like a running gag throughout?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
It's a running gag through the comic strip. It's a running gag.
Because...
Oh, what's her name?
Liz?
Liz has a cat, Arlene.
Okay.
That Garfield tries to get...
okay. Because I was going to say, that part of the thing that...
watch Garfield and Friends.
Part of the thing
Go read Garfield comics.
That cracked me up with the fact that he was just like, straight up, like, it seemed like he was trying to like beat around the bush, like, oh, do you maybe want to do things? Like, can I have a date? Can you date me now? I'm not going to...
Want to go on a date?
Like, that's what sent me. I really thought that was...
mad props to him. He doesn't even beat her. It's just,
no, that's the thing.
Want to go on a date?
He just comes right out and just goes for it. Like, man's got it.
But yeah, he's such a wimp. He's such a wimpy person.
He's like a dweeb that gets the confidence at the most random spots. Like...
He's a self-assured dweeb.
Self-assured dweeb.
She's going to be over here in 3 hours. I better start the turkey.
I know. Oh my God. When I heard that, I was like, no, you
It's like
idiot.
24 hours. Self-assured dweeb. Sad. He's sad.
Wow.
Oh, dang.
Jared, bravo on that one. Holy crap.
I'm patting myself on the back for you audio listeners. I can hardly reach my back with this chair.
That was brilliant. That was actually brilliant.
Last thing I have to say is that I really appreciate it's not overly sentimental up until the very, very, very like last 45 seconds of it.
I feel like they sprinkled in sentimental just enough.
Yeah, like you don't even feel it until you get to that point where like, okay, they're holding hands with a dog and a cat. Okay, I guess.
Especially because like I feel like the majority of like cartoons or like kind of anything that would like do a Thanksgiving special of this nature would usually roll into the sentimentalness. Like oh, we're bringing back to their family. Oh, or just make this wholesome. Garfield's out here just roasting everybody. Like, this is just having fun with it. And I thought that was a very interesting take. I'm glad they went that way.
And if I'm honest, I also thought I didn't remember seeing it, but I didn't know how funny it was actually going to be. And then like I said, about 3 minutes in, I was like, oh, this is going to be fun.
It aged like fine wine, honest to God.
It makes me want to pop in the Garfield seasons.
Yeah, straight up. Who originally owns this? Is there like a streaming service or something we can find this on?
I think they're on Amazon.
They're on Amazon? Like just Amazon Prime? So if you have Prime.
I know that the Thanksgiving special's on Amazon Prime.
Sweet.
For sure.
Because I'll probably have to go check that out.
I don't know. You're supposed to watch Chernobyl.
Oh, listen, bud.
You have 2 hours left. That's
there's
it.
A lot.
It's a movie.
At this point, he has to restart. But it's 5 hours. It's 5 hours. You know how many minutes are in 3 seasons of Garfield? More than 5 hours.
I'll add it to my list. But on that note, guys, this was awesome. If you have not seen Garfield's Thanksgiving or any other Garfield cartoon, I have to go recommend this now because this is absolute gold.
Media shout out.
Oh, yes.
We're on the Facebook and the Twitter and the Instagram and the TikTok. And you can listen to all our stuff on the Spotify and the Google Podcasts and Stitcher and the Evil Lord Apple
Google
stuff.
All the every podcasting app out there, we're on.
So yeah, join us next week, right? Oh, that's you're the moderator.
Oh, no, yeah, you're good.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Join us next week. And next week we are going to be watching, I think it's my choice next week?
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll be watching the Bob's Burgers special, which is one of my longtime favorites. So from all of us here at All Slate Media, thank you for watching Bite Size Media.
Take a bite.